Hello everyone, welcome to Penta Laser. I'm Xiang Gu. Today, our Penta Laser Intelligent Equipment RD Center in central China is officially completed and put into operation. This is an opportunity for us to meet again. Because our Wuhan company is officially in operation today, we have displayed a wide range of equipment developed by Penta Laser in our entire workshop, such as flat cutting machines, pipe cutting machines, welding machines, beam cutting machines, 3D 5-axis cutting machines, as well as our solutions for new energy and automation. Now, let's follow my camera and learn about the features of these devices. Okay, let's start with the first device we're going to showcase, which is our Swing 7 series, a classic 12 kilowatts laser cutting machine. Swing 7 is a cost-effective device developed by Penta Laser. Let's first take a look at its appearance. It features a classic black and white color scheme and has a high aesthetic value. The size is also compact, designed for easy container transportation and cost-saving in shipping. This compact 3015 model is also suitable for customers with limited space. Now, let's take a look at its internal structure through our camera. This is a CE version, so it has a well-equipped configuration. Its aesthetics are impressive. Pay attention to the camera in the top right corner. It serves both as a monitoring system for the cutting environment and an image nesting function. For devices exported overseas, the image nesting function is a standard feature because they often process thin plates with various small workpieces. With this function, they can quickly arrange the layout. Now that we have introduced the internal structure of our equipment, let me demonstrate the system and key parameters of Swing 7. It uses the classic Smart Manage operating system, which is very professional. It has rich data parameters and excellent human-machine interaction, making it easy for beginners to get started quickly. Swing 7 is a highly cost-effective product because all its key components and spare parts are imported. Its acceleration can reach up to 1.4 G, which is very high for equipment of the same level. It means that it can use Penta Laser's ultra-fast cutting process to greatly increase production efficiency. It is also equipped with an automatic loading and unloading system. Let's take a look at the adjacent loading machine through our camera. It is specifically designed for loading materials into this device. If needed, we can have 1-ton or 1-tadwo loading options, or even more, depending on the customer's choice. The maximum load capacity of this loading machine is 2.4 tons, and it can load a single sheet in 27 seconds. The maximum thickness of the loaded sheet is 5 millimeters. Now, let me demonstrate the entire loading process, from loading to cutting with ultra-fast acceleration. It showcases the automation and coordination of the system. Okay, after introducing our classic Swing 7 series laser cutting machine, now we are in the area of the tube cutting machine. The machine next to me is the high-end WPL 6025C laser tube cutting machine from Penta Laser. This equipment is equipped with a fully automatic loading system, which can directly load bundles of pipes into the machine. The pipes are placed into the feeding mechanism, and then the program will arrange them one by one onto the auxiliary structure for loading and feed them into the cutting area. You can see that it has a floating support design, which not only effectively controls costs but also achieves efficient clamping. The chuck of this machine has a clamping range of 360 millimeters in diameter and can handle a total load of around 800 kilograms. The entire loading process, including the front mechanism, is controlled by Penta's Smart Manage operating system, which is a high-end system with excellent interaction and rich data parameters. Now let's take a look at the cutting head through the camera. It is a cutting head with bevel cutting function. This machine not only features 3-jaw chuck and 0 tailings but also enables efficient bevel cutting. On my left-hand side, there is a yellow robot that is used for unloading and stacking. With this robot, the machine can not only load and cut but also perform automatic stacking, achieving unmanned operation and the concept of a lights-out factory. Now, let's showcase the entire process of loading, cutting, and unloading. Now we are here at the WPL 9025C equipment, which is actually the same model as the 6025C we just mentioned, but with a difference in the cutting length of the pipes. Previously it was 6 meters, and now it is 9 meters. However, the configuration of this machine has some changes compared to before. It uses a semi-automatic loading method, which is more cost-effective compared to fully automatic loading. The loading process is that our personnel will arrange the pipes to be cut in order onto the loading mechanism. Then, through the rotation of the drag chain in the loading mechanism, the pipes are transported to the clamping area in an orderly manner for cutting. The semi-automatic mode saves costs but still requires manual assistance for loading, so there are pros and cons. This machine also adopts a floating support design and has a chuck with a clamping range of 360 mm in diameter. It also uses the Smart Manage operating system, which has a simple interface and good human-machine interaction. The system is easy to learn and operate. Let's take a look at the cutting area. The configuration of the cutting head is a straight cutting head that cannot perform bevel cutting. If needed, it can be changed to a bevel cutting head without any problem. On the other side is the unloading area. The unloading is achieved by the rotation of the supporting tray, which allows the material to divert and drop into the hopper for quick unloading. This is a very economical and efficient way of collecting materials. However, this method is more suitable for medium-thin pipes. If the pipes are too heavy, the hopper method may not be suitable. Another major difference between this machine and the previous 6025C is that it has better sealing. From the cutting area of the laser to the unloading area, everything is in a fully enclosed state. Now, let me demonstrate the cutting capability of this tube cutting machine. With this machine, we can quickly perform intersection cutting and positioning. We only need to do layout in the software, and it can quickly draw and perform laser cutting. The joints of the cuts are very tight, indicating that the cutting is very precise. This is a typical component in construction machinery, and with this machine, it greatly improves efficiency and significantly reduces processing time. Okay, just now we saw two large laser tube cutting machines, the WPL 6025C and 9025C. One is fully automatic, while the other is semi-automatic. These machines are used to process heavy pipes and pipes with larger diameters. However, if you need to process smaller pipes such as round or square tubes and have limited space, the WPA 6022 compact laser tube cutting machine next to me is your preferred choice. The WPA 6022 features a support system using variable diameter wheels, which is commonly used in small diameter cutting. The wheels rotate to adapt to different pipe sizes. The chuck can hold pipes with a diameter ranging from 10 mm to 220 mm. It uses the mature Bachu operating system, which is a reliable system for laser tube cutting machines. There is an observation window for the laser processing area, and beside the cutting head is the ventilation channel. As this is a small-sized machine, a fan is sufficient for dust extraction, as the cutting of small pipes produces less dust. Another highlight of this machine is its high integration. The electrical cabinet, laser generator, and dust removal channel are all integrated into the front head, which reduces the space required for operation. The requirements for the site will be minimal for our usual processing work. For unloading, it uses a floating support method, which achieves a semi-automatic unloading effect. For longer pipes, the floating support lifts them for material dropping, while for shorter pipes, they can be directly unloaded through the interface. This is an introduction to our WPA 6022 equipment. Now, let me demonstrate the cutting capability of this WPA 6022 machine. It can efficiently cut and process small pipes, such as square pipes or thin-walled round pipes. The WPA 6022 is cost-effective and can handle most cutting tasks except for bevel cutting. If you have many jointed pieces or small diameter pipes to process, the WPA 6022 is a highly recommended choice. It offers competitive pricing and can meet the majority of cutting requirements for small diameter pipes. Okay, now we are in the entire workshop. The most distinctive equipment here, whether it's its size or the processed workpiece, is quite impressive. Take this beam, for example. Its flange height reaches 400 units, and its web width also reaches 400 units. In the beam category, it is a relatively large component. This equipment has a total length of 26 meters, providing an effective Z-axis processing length of 1,960 millimeters. The flange width can reach 1,000 millimeters, which means it can handle a 1-meter wide web. This kind of equipment is capable of processing common metal beams on the market. In the past, when we processed this type of beam, we would use plasma or flame cutting methods. However, these methods have a major drawback: the cutting speed is relatively slow, and the processing accuracy may not be sufficient. But if we use a laser cutting machine specifically designed for beams, both the processing speed and accuracy can be greatly improved. Our system still uses the classic Smart Manage system, with excellent human-machine interaction. It is easy to understand what parameters need to be adjusted and how to adjust them. It also has a rich database, so you can quickly make cuts by simply making a call. You can operate the interface directly through my observations of the actual processing situation in the left processing area. This allows for quick parameter adjustments to ensure smooth cutting. The cutting head's axis angle can rotate up to 90 degrees, and the backside deflection can be adjusted up to plus or minus 45 degrees. This basically meets various angles for cutting the web and flange. It can also punch holes and has the ability to create bevels and root cleaning cuts. So, this unique feature makes beam processing more convenient. Therefore, a laser cutting machine like this Seahorse beam laser cutting machine is definitely a powerful tool for beam processing. Now, let us demonstrate its ability to make bevels and clean roots for you. Okay, so now we have come to the Bolt 7, the flagship product of Penta Laser. This Bolt 7 is equipped with a 60 kilowatts laser. It can be said to be the highest configured Penta laser currently in China and even in the world. At the same time, its power is also very high. Our slogan is that there is no thick plate in the world. Bolt 7 was once the king of Penta laser machines. Compared with Bolt 8, it may be said that it lacks a linear motor, but this configuration Bolt 7 is already the best configuration in most of our cases. Let's take a look at the structure of its bed through our lens. Then the first advantage of our Bolt 7 is that because of the split-type lathe 7, we usually configure a high-power laser. It is mainly used to cut thick plates or to cut large batches of medium and thin plates. In this case, our lathe needs to have very good and durable precision. According to the previous design, any machine tool will undergo certain deformation after long-term cutting. But if we make a split bed design, like our cutting bed after a large number of thick and medium thick plates are cut, the machine body is separated from the machine tool bed, so it will not affect the overall cutting accuracy. This is one of its biggest highlights. It is a split bed. Then the second point is that it has a split bed. Hydraulic lifting table. Our equipment does not have a rear workbench due to current site restrictions, but the Bolt 7 has a hydraulic lifting mode that we have configured. When cutting the entire thick plate, sometimes one plate may exceed one. If you follow the previous parallel pulling method, the efficiency will probably be very low and the machine bed will be prone to failure. So we adopted a hydraulic lifting method to efficiently lift our 70mm machine fully loaded. Make a quick exchange of the front and rear lathes. The third one is the high-power laser cutting head of the Thunder series, independently developed by Penta Laser. It is also a telephoto 300mm laser cutting head. Penta Laser has been focusing on medium and high-power laser cutting machines for many years. So our understanding of cutting heads and our actual applications are very rich, so we are constantly trying. Finally, we designed and manufactured this one ourselves, which is a Thunder series specially prepared for high power. The cutting head has a lot of sensors, including a lot of unique water cooling systems, which will ensure that our cutting head will continue to remain very stable during long-term thick plate full power and high power processing. So this cutting head will not shut down our entire equipment due to temperature abnormalities caused by our cutting. It is a very stable and reliable high-power cutting head. The overall cost of using this cutting head will experience a significant decrease, because it is a product produced by ourselves, so its quality is very stable and reliable. It also uses a system like our Smart Manage, and its interactivity is very good. The entire interface is very clean and tidy. It is clear at a glance, so it will be very fast to get started. This equipment is equipped with 60 kilowatts equipment. Many customers will ask, do I need such a high power through my actual visits, not only domestic ones, but also foreign ones? Then they gave my feedback is that the 60 kilowatts Bolt 7 has really brought them a qualitative change. First of all, its processing speed has increased by 3 to 4 times compared to 20 kilowatts. Then it can use air cutting and it can be cut once after air cutting. Delivery, because there are no burrs after air cutting, the entire processing time is greatly reduced, and there is no need for a burring station in the later stage, which saves a lot of manpower. At the same time, the most terrible thing is that it saves a lot of our gas cost, so we calculated that the overall processing cost was reduced by 5 times compared to the past. Therefore, after many of our bosses actually used it, this equipment seems to have a qualitative improvement. So if everyone is working on processing, the quantity is relatively large, and if there are a lot of thick plate cuttings, then our Bolt 760 kilowatts equipment is definitely worth your consideration. Now let me actually demonstrate to you what it will be like to use air to cut 30mm carbon steel with our 60 kilowatts Bolt 7. You can take a look through our lens. This is the air cutting effect of 30mm carbon steel cut by 60 kilowatts. The entire outer surface is its cross-section. The metallic luster is still very good. It is very typical when viewed through the lens. One of the characteristics of air cutting is the texture. Although the arrow is a little wavy, there is no problem at all. There is basically no hanging residue on the reverse side. These are soft residues that are easy to remove. So if you can achieve such a taper, the texture of its cross-section plus a burr on its reverse side, it is completely acceptable as batch blanking. In this case, one-time cutting and quick delivery will not only save a lot of gas, but also your entire production process. It will be greatly compressed, so your cost will be reduced 5 times. This is the qualitative and processing change that our 60 kilowatts can bring to customers. Okay, now we come to an interval of awing equipment, and behind me is an awing 726026 large format flat cutting machine. Awing, as a highest performance product of Penta Laser, has excellent cutting performance and a very affordable price, which makes many customers flock to it. This equipment also has its own characteristics. Its length reaches an astonishing 26 meters. Let's take a look with our camera. It is very long, and its width is also 2.6 meters. The effective processing size is 26 meters by 2.6 meters. In the past, if the customer's sheet was relatively long, it would need to be cut during processing, which would cause unnecessary waste of the sheet and time. Now, with such a large format cutting machine, you can directly process the whole sheet. There is no problem in front of 16 meters and back of 10 meters. The advantage of this equipment lies in its high precision. Its positioning accuracy can reach within 0.1 millimeters, and the repeat positioning accuracy is within 0.03 millimeters. The reverse error is also within 0.03 millimeters, so it can not only be used for cutting materials, but also for precision cutting of components. Since this equipment does not have peripheral protection, the setting of safety light curtains here is very important. Through this light curtain, it can ensure that during the operation of our equipment, if anyone or any material enters within the safety light curtain, it will emergency stop to prevent accidents from happening. The laser power of this equipment can range from 1 kilowatt to 20 kilowatts. Now let's show you the performance of our 12 kilowatts power in cutting a 10 millimeters thick plate using air cutting. This is the part we just cut. It is impeccable on the front side. Let's take a look at the back. There is a little slag hanging. This is unavoidable when cutting with air. If equipped with a super clean air system, this can be effectively avoided. Okay, this is the introduction of our awing 720 kilowatts equipment. Now we come to our 3D 5-axis cutting area. On my left is a GAN Series 3D 5-axis laser cutting machine. All of its core components are independently developed and manufactured by Penta Laser. Let's take a closer look at one of its core components, the operating system Smart Manage. Smart Manage is an advanced underlying logic that allows for various cutting and welding applications. The transmission system of this machine is the Italian G32, also independently developed by Penta Laser. Now let's take a look at the cutting head, which is very beautiful. Its features include unlimited rotation in the axis and a swing of positive and negative 135 degrees in the backside. It is designed for precision machining. If we use a large axis, it may not keep up with our working conditions. So our dynamic axis has a range of /12 mm for up and down motion, allowing it to follow our workpiece at high speed. This cutting head has been installed in major automobile manufacturers in China in large quantities, so its quality is fully guaranteed. Moving on, you can see the yellow robotic arm with a clamping in tool. This tool can be changed according to the size of the workpiece we want to process, such as small round tubes, square tubes, or larger sheet materials. Our GAN series products have great scalability, so we collaborated with a well-known domestic aerospace engine company to develop this product. They often need to cut a lot of 12 mm diameter round tubes and do hole punching on them, which is quite challenging. So we designed a robotic arm to clamp the tubes and bring them to this cutting area, constantly adjusting its posture to match the cutting head's rotation direction, achieving high precision and high-speed processing in 3 dimensions. They work together like a pair of dancing performers, adjusting their poses to coordinate each other's movements, resulting in the most perfect effect. This is a very difficult task to accomplish. Now let's take a look at another GAN Series 4025 device. This device has the same appearance as the previous one, with a metal housing for laser protection and a gantry design. Its cutting head is also the same, with unlimited rotation in the axis and a swing of positive and negative 135 degrees in the baxies. The only difference is the processing area. As you can see through the lens, there is a rotating turntable with two workstations, one outside and one inside. While loading materials on the outside, processing can be done inside. After the processing is complete, the turntable flips, and the workstation that was loaded outside will move inside, while the processed workstation moves outside for unloading. There is a dust removal mechanism in this area because when mass cutting of sheet materials is done inside, there will be some smoke and dust, so dust removal is necessary. This equipment was developed in collaboration with a well-known domestic automobile manufacturer primarily for the production of frames for new energy battery substrates. It has a very high processing efficiency and has been installed in nearly 100 units in China. We will now demonstrate its processing efficiency through actual cutting footage. Okay, just now I demonstrated the GAN Series 4025, specially used for cutting new energy battery frames. Now let's talk about how to ensure the safety of both the equipment and the personnel in a semi-open working area like this. It is achieved through the safety light curtain next to me, which forms a closed environment. When a person or object enters from the outside to the inside, it triggers the safety light curtain, causing the entire equipment to stop immediately, ensuring the safety of both the personnel and the equipment. So, that's a complete introduction to this GAN Series 4025 device. Now we are in the area of these handheld laser cleaning and welding machines. Let's first take a look at some processed workpieces from these two machines. On this side, we have some welded workpieces from the handheld laser welding machine. For example, we have cube-shaped welds, mainly for soldering, as well as stainless steel boxes and cylinder welds. On this side, we have some thicker plates processed with the high-power handheld laser welding machine. This is a 2 kilowatts dual-sided fillet weld on a 12 millimeters plate. So, it can not only do complex welds on thin sheets but also simple welds on thick plates. Now, let's take a closer look at the appearance of the welding machine. First of all, its size is about 0.3 cubic meters, and it weighs around 200 kilograms. It consists of a laser, a control system, and a water cooling machine, all integrated into one welding device. First, turn it on, set the parameters, and then go to the process section to see the actual parameter settings we are using. These parameters can be saved in real time and can be directly called up next time. I have already set the parameters for a 2 mm stainless steel weld, and now I will demonstrate the actual operation for you. This was a demonstration of our handheld laser welding machine. Its operation is very simple. Now let's move on to the Elite HC3000 handheld laser cleaning machine. Its size is similar to the handheld welding machine, about 0.3 cubic meters, and weighs around 200 kilograms. Let's take a look at its interface. It is even simpler than the handheld welding machine. It only has about 5 laser parameter settings. After setting up, we can clean a trajectory, including the scanning width and scanning speed. Once we have set it up, we can also save these parameters and directly call them up next time. Now let's take a look at the laser cleaning head. It is also very lightweight and compact, weighing less than 100 grams. Let me demonstrate its cleaning effect. So, this was a demonstration of our two machines. They are suitable for welding thin sheets and doing small batch cleaning tasks. These two machines are definitely worth considering. Okay, now we are here at the SWANGX12025 machine. The working area of this machine is 12 meters by 2.5 meters, and it is equipped with a 30 kilowatts laser, making it suitable for cutting thick plates. This machine is also equipped with our Smart Manage operating system. Now let's take a look at the internal structure of the bed. The bed is made up of 4 6-meter beds that are spliced together. The exchange method is a traditional parallel pulling method. The SWANGX machine can achieve an acceleration of up to 1.5 G, giving it the ability for high-speed cutting. The most outstanding feature of this machine is the auxiliary device behind it. Now let's go to the clean gas auxiliary equipment. The use of clean gas significantly improves the cutting ability, including cutting speed and the quality of the cut section. Many customers have asked me about how to ensure there is no dross on the backside of a 12mm carbon steel cut when using a 12000-watt laser cutting machine with air as the assist gas. Normally, when cutting 12mm carbon steel with a 12000-watt laser, there will be some dross on the backside, resulting in the need for manual grinding and secondary processing. Therefore, we have developed and configured this clean gas device specifically to ensure that when cutting 12mm carbon steel, there is almost no dross on the backside. This ensures both speed and the delivery standard. Now, let's demonstrate the performance of clean cutting through actual cutting. Let's see how well it cuts 12mm carbon steel. As you can see, the cut section has a typical texture of air cutting, with almost no dross or burrs. This means that workpieces can be delivered quickly. This is the capability of air cutting, which greatly saves costs and improves cutting efficiency. That's all for the presentation of our SWANGX12025 machine. If you are interested in this equipment, please contact me. I can provide you with technical solutions and a complete quotation. Okay, just finished our low-power welding demonstration and handheld welding and cleaning machine. Now let's take a look at a high-power laser welding machine, which is the system right next to me, the high-power laser arc hybrid welding system. Many customers often encounter the need to weld materials such as 10mm to 20mm iron plates, stainless steel plates, and aluminum alloys. In the past, customers would use arc welding or MIG welding, or even manual welding for these types of welding tasks. However, these welding methods have significant drawbacks, such as low welding speed and unsightly weld surface, requiring multiple secondary processing. Through extensive research, we have found that combining laser and arc welding can achieve better results, incorporating the advantages of both. This fusion allows for high speed, deep penetration, a wide weld pool, and minimal internal porosity. This is why we designed this machine. Now, let's take a closer look inside. This machine consists of two parts: a welding workstation and a welding robot arm. The machine is equipped with a 20 kilowatts laser welding machine and a 300A arc welding machine to achieve efficient welding. Now, let's demonstrate its actual welding capabilities. The welding demonstration we just performed was the welding of a 20mm carbon steel plate and a 14mm carbon steel plate, which are plates of unequal thickness. This type of welding, known as boom side plate welding, is very common in the construction machinery industry. As you can see from the footage, the weld depth is complete, reaching full penetration. Therefore, the weld strength is excellent. The surface is also very smooth and uniform. For this type of thickness welding, we can generally achieve a welding speed of 1.2 meters per minute. Laser and arc hybrid welding also has the advantage of single-pass welding and double-sided forming. Now let's take a look at the backside. Okay, the backside also shows a well-formed weld with a certain amount of weld pool coverage. This is what we call single-pass welding and double-sided forming. The weld strength is very high. This is a demonstration of our laser arc hybrid welding machine. Okay, now we are in the welding area. First, let's take a look at our handheld laser welding machine and handheld laser cleaning machine, which are installed in this small booth. We have two devices here, a 2 kW Elite HC series laser cleaning machine and a 3 kW Swan series laser welding machine. These two devices are different from our traditional handheld welding and cleaning machines because they are equipped with a robotic arm. In the past, handheld laser welding and cleaning machines were operated by hand for quick and convenient welding or cleaning. However, by adding the robotic arm, we can achieve better welding results, especially for workpieces with cylindrical and square shapes, which require high consistency in welding seams. It would be difficult to guarantee consistency if we were to use a handheld laser welding machine, including the square tube. With the robotic arm, we can program it to focus on key points and achieve faster and higher quality welding. The consistency of all welding points will be significantly improved. Moreover, after setting up the parameters, they can be saved and used for future welding tasks. With the help of fixtures, the positioning of the workpiece can be quickly determined, enabling efficient welding for the next set of workpieces in the same position. This is our handheld laser welding machine combined with a robotic arm. On the other side, we have the handheld laser cleaning machine combined with a robotic arm. The cleaning head is held by the arm to maintain a stable focus distance from the workpiece surface, ensuring optimal cleaning results. The robotic arm also provides stability and precision, resulting in a cleaner and more uniform cleaning surface. One of the challenges in cleaning is controlling the focal distance, and by using the robotic arm, we can ensure a consistent and optimal cleaning effect. Additionally, the robotic arm reduces the swing commonly associated with manual cleaning, leading to a cleaner and more orderly cleaning area. This allows for line-by-line cleaning of large surfaces, achieving a better cleaning effect and removing any texture on the surface. This is our demonstration of the combination of our handheld laser welding and cleaning machines with robotic arms. Now let's take a look at the actual cleaning and welding effects. That wraps up the presentation of all the equipment in the Penta Laser Intelligent Manufacturing Research and Development Base in Central China. We showcased the flat cutting machine, pipe cutting machine, 3D 5-axis laser cutting machine, as well as our automation equipment including laser welding and composite welding devices. If you are interested in any of the products mentioned and would like to learn more, feel free to send me a private message or email. I will provide you with detailed solutions and quotations for each project. Your inquiries are welcomed. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you again next time.